Alright, so the adidas Ultraboost lights have been pretty fun so far this year. Honestly, it's the great upgraded version of the adidas Ultraboost. If you've had the original ones in the past or you've had the 22s, this is a lighter version at 10.5 ounces, and honestly, I've thoroughly enjoyed wearing this pair. I wore this pair quite a bit actually in Vegas and so on, but now we have a new pair of the Ultraboost, and this is the Ultraboost Light, but this is the Parley version, and this is the shoe right here. So there's actually probably 5 differences that I would want to point out on this shoe versus the base model of the adidas Ultraboost Light. So hopefully you guys find this video somewhat informative, and let's go ahead and get into this little bit of a comparison. First thing to note is actually I went up half a size in this model just to see how they are, because this shoe fits true to size in my opinion, but it is a little bit snug. It does fit a little bit form-fitting across the top, which is the way it normally feels when you have kind of that sock-like fit on the upper. So I wanted to go ahead and go up a half a size, see which one I actually prefer, because I do have a little bit of a wider foot and I do like the little bit extra room on the top part of the shoe. I will say that these do fit a little bit big if you go up a half a size, but personally, I kind of don't mind it. I like the extra room in the toe box section. I like the extra room above the arc of the foot, and overall, like, I don't mind going up a half a size. It's similar to the way it was with the original adidas Ultraboost as well. I could do a 9.5, I could do a size 10, and I could be good with either size. If you guys are interested in buying a pair of these or the original ones, I will link them in the description of the video. So first off, thank you to adidas for actually sending this pair over. I personally requested it because I was really interested in seeing the difference in hand. I personally like that they do different Parley collabs on some of the adidas Ultraboost sneakers, and so this isn't the first time they've done that. I've had a couple of the other ones in the past, and they are a bit different and make it a little bit special over a regular pair. These actually retail at $220, which is quite a step above the original ones. These ones are about $190, but like I said, you can get them on sale as low as $100 or $95 or so right now. So for those people that don't want to pay retail and want to wait and see if they go on sale, I always post the deals on Twitter first and then Collective Kicks and usually Instagram. So follow me over on Twitter and Instagram as well if you guys don't already. Ultra comfortable running shoes made in part with Parley Ocean Plastics. Planet Earth is every runner's playground, and we only have one. That's why we designed these adidas running shoes with the oceans in mind. They have all the comfort the Ultraboost design is known for, but with major bonuses. They're made with Parley Ocean Plastic. Energy returning light boost feels lighter than ever, and the adidas LEP gives you an extra little push with every stride. They weigh in at about 10.5 ounces for a size 9, Continental rubber on the outsole, and the yarn in the upper contains at least 50% Parley Ocean Plastic and 50% recycled polyester, 10% less emissions per pair when compared to previous versions. This is the Wonder Red Cloud White Wonder Taupe colorway. So they say they were 10.5 in a size 9, but this is a size 10 and they're 10.5. And in hand, I thought they were actually lighter than the original ones because they just feel so incredibly light. Anyways, in hand, I think that these things look nice. They've definitely done a lot of changes to this version over the baseline model. So to get into some of those changes, the very first one that I wanted to note is obviously there is no cage on the side of the shoe. It's funny that we can look past that so easily because I got the shoe, I was like, yeah, it looks a little different. And then I pulled the other one next to it. I was like, oh yeah, it's literally missing the 3-stripe cage on the side of the shoe. So if you don't like that cage, it adds a little bit of extra firmness to the sides of the shoe. The branding is very apparent when you have the 3 stripes on the plastic cage, but it's also added plastic to the model, which makes more sense why they removed that plastic cage on the side on the pair that's more environmentally friendly. So if you don't like the big 3-stripe branding on the side of the shoe, this is a nice option because they don't have that. Also, the other major change on this pair immediately when I got them in hand, I noticed is the knit around the collar of the shoe. It's like ribbed and it's nice and soft and stretchy. In comparison to the regular version, it's a little stiffer. This is a softer knit on here, which is interesting because it's more recycled than the previous as well, it sounds like. So very cool that they were able to actually add and make this a little bit stretchy. I actually like the overall feel of these better than the regular version because this is a little bit more stretchy across the top of the shoe, which I, again, prefer. And this Parley version has something we've seen on some of the other ones as well, where it says Parley for the Oceans on the back with a little tag, and it's consistent on both of the shoes, which I do like. I think it looks nice, adds a nice little flair to the back of the shoe. Also, for another change, they added a little loop for the front of the shoe as well. I actually really like that. And they actually did something smart when they sewed this together. They loop it down and around so you don't feel the roughness of the stitching at the bottom of the tag because it's folded over. Sometimes companies leave the stitch open to the top of your foot and it literally feels like wearing a t-shirt with a tag on the back. Sometimes it's a little bit itchy. In this case, they did a smart thing and then folded it over. Another change that they made that I actually really like, it's a little bit rougher material, but honestly, it feels a little bit more premium. And the heel counter right here has a different padding along this section. They also removed 2 little cushion pods on each side of the heel, but honestly, this is just a nicer feel overall. It feels kind of like a twill sweatpant sort of material, if you will, but not bad at all. It feels really nice. I can't think of a pair of sneakers that I've seen that actually have this same liner as on here, so it's definitely something different than I've seen in the past, even on other Ultraboosts. And sometimes difference is good, and in this case I really like what they did. Now I don't mind the other version as well. Like this version does feel softer to the touch, however I do like what they did with the updated version. So as I mentioned, there's no lace cage on the side of the shoe. Instead, they actually added what looked like laces on the sides that are embroidered down, and then it creates little eyelets for the shoe, which is just a smart, clever way of creating a lacing system for the shoe. I don't think the lockdown is going to be as good as, let's say, the performance version over here. I think the Ultraboost Light is probably the best performer so far, but since this is more of kind of a lifestyle version, I would say that this is in the regular category of what all the other Ultraboosts are in, which is just pretty much a comfortable shoe. You do also have nice embroidery around the upper of the shoe as well. There's 5 lines that kind of go down and around the shoe. The bottom half has 3, and then the top half has 2, and I like that they kind of start back together and then swirl around to the front of the shoe, and then it adds a nice little element to the upper, so it's just not a straight up knit upper, and it probably adds a little extra durability as well because of the extra thread. The overall heel counter, the outsole, and then the midsole with the light boost is all pretty much the same as the regular version of the Ultraboost Light. There's no changes to the bottom half formula of the shoe. All of these changes are all on the upper part of the shoe, but I honestly like it. It's like having a different version of the adidas Ultraboost Light, kind of like a more lifestyle-esque version, even though the price point is pretty steep on these at $220. But I'm glad that I got these in hand and on feet to give you guys kind of my overall experience. Overall, I really enjoy these ones on feet, and I think that I definitely prefer the up half a size with the adidas Ultraboost Lights. It probably gives it a little bit too much room in the toe box, but ultimately, I just like the overall feel of just extra room. But if you guys have a difference in opinion on sizing, of course, leave a comment in the comment section. But what do you guys think about the Parley Ultraboost Lights? Is it something you guys are interested in or not? Do you guys like the look of it? Are the changes to this model interesting enough for you to actually want to try them out? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. And again, if you guys want to buy a pair of these or the regular pair, I'll link them in the description of the video, and hopefully you guys can find a pair on sale or in your size and the colorway that you like. So drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and have a great rest of your day. All right, peace guys.